I'm going to do is to knock off the loose lacquer that's peeled up on this door and the door frame, and then start sanding. This is the lacquer that we're talking about. It's loose and peeled up, that all needs to be knocked off here first before we start sanding. This is a sanding block. They come in different thicknesses and also in different grids, which one fine to coarse. The smaller the number, the coarser it is. That is the grain, the coarsest grain on the pad itself. This one's the 120, which I'm going to use on this project. One thing I'd like to mention to you is the caution of using a ladder. Make sure that all the feet, if you're using a 4-foot ladder, that you have on sturdy ground or floor, and if you have a 2-leg ladder, have it leaning up supporting so that it will hold your weight. Make sure the ladder is between you and your project, not behind you. First thing I'm going to do is knock off the loose lacquer that is peeled up, and using the sanding sponge is a great tool to use for this job. It makes it quick and easy. Be cautious about your eyes too, because it does fly back and wants to get all over. I'm going to show you how to operate a orbital sander. Now, in sandpaper, when you buy for your sander, is in different grids, and the grid can come between, I think, 10 all the way up to 250, 300, I don't know, but it's different grids. Grid means the paper is rougher or smoother, and the smaller the number, the rougher, the coarse it is. So I am going to put 100 on here using the project that I'm doing now. Okay, and sanding this door down with the hot sun coming in here on it, beating on it most of the day, the bottom part of the door gets most of the sun, and as I'm sanding it, it's powdering up and it's coming off down to the bare wood. The top still has a good bit of lacquer. So I'm going to sand the bottom down to the wood and then use stripper on the top part. One handy tip when working with power tools is when you're plugging the 2 ends together, go ahead and wrap it like you're doing a shoestring or your shoestring, and then connect it. That way when you're stretching the cord, it knots and it doesn't pull loose while you're working. One thing I might want to suggest is a dust mask to keep all this from going in your nose. It's kind of dusty. Another pointer is when you're using these sand blocks, they work in these crevices here in sets. It makes it a lot easier to sand. So I'll give you an example. You can press into the corners and the crevices, and it makes the foam will fit into these crevices, and what you do is just press it in and it works into the grooves. So you're sanding. Makes it a lot easier. I'm going to dust the door off with the broom. Make sure you get in all these corners and everything. You can dust off the door with the broom to get the heavy dust off of it, and then start using your tack cloth. You can also knock off the heavy stuff in the trim where it holds a lot, so that you don't fill up your tack cloth quickly. Cleaning the door, you also want to start from the top going down. Make sure you clean all the grooves off so that you are getting all the dust out of the crevices, even in the curved areas, and down at the bottom in the corners of the door, because you don't want to stain over that because it will look rather nasty. Okay? Tack cloth is usually made like with a gauze material and is made has resin on it, so it makes it tacky. I'll open it up and show you what it looks like closer. As you rub this on the wood, it just makes it pick up all the dust and particles. I'm at the stage now where I'm cleaning up the door and cleaning the dust off with a tack cloth. So just rub the door down just as if you're polishing it with a wax. Dust out all the crevices and the flat areas, because it is also dusty as well. So my next step is to start staining the door. Before you want to do that, you want to put down a tarp, cardboard, a piece of wood, or I have here a piece of vinyl that you can use to protect the stoop of the homeowner's property.